for putting on this event. Things like these are what get students and faculty excited, get us, organized, united, and, moving forward in, all this chaos that's going on. So if we can give them a round of applause, please. So I'm a communication studies major, and basically what I'm really taking away from my studies is the involvement that I have with the communications department and with CSUN as a whole, and the creativity it's allowed me, in class to sort of express. And basically what's happened as a direct result of coming to CSUN is that I realized that I like writing poetry and I like performing poetry, and I've been doing that for about a year. So I just want to share a couple of my pieces with you. So this first one is called Grooves. Chapstick on my fingers for the lips I can't touch. My head and heart are in agreement, and my stomach concurs. But the part between my brain and vocal cord skips, like a scratch on the wax record between songs, so silence is skipping. Between the grooves lies mysteries of civilizations that exist under the rule of the needle. A blink of an eye and the needle passes over their homes like a natural disaster, moving on to the next race like a virus. The needle disguises its intentions with sweet melodies. Spinning albums in the galaxy of hi-fi and why I cry to appease the ones who need appeasing for the sake of appeasement. No right-wing, left-wing central optimist can account for the plethora of losses in war-torn your town, war-torn my town. Main Street blues of tanks and curfews that refuse to let loose their grips on the throats of ideas and ideals pass through the eye of the needle, lost in a haystack of bureaucrats and Cadillacs. Believe in believing. Pray for the power of prayer. Speak to be heard. Die with convictions and live like someone is watching, because the children are watching. And the greatest form of flattery is imitation. Right or wrong, we will be imitated. We will be remembered. The rest is up to us to fill in the space between the grooves.
He needs to spit out his gum.
All right, this one's called Closed. It's kind of a fun one. I want to pause the world for a day. In our high-octane, caffeinated, addicted-to-time world that we live in, where every day is planned out to get the maximum amount of money out of the least amount of effort in order to pay the rent, I declare tomorrow closed. I don't mean Sunday closed either, because what's really closed on Sundays anymore? I mean that tomorrow is for everyone to do something that hasn't been done on such a large scale since the invention of inventions. Tomorrow, we play. What will be played has yet to be determined. All I can tell you is what we won't be able to do tomorrow. You'll ask me, hey Wade, can we go to the bowling alley or the arcade? No, they will all be closed. Well, we can definitely hang out at Starbucks. No, all Starbucks will be closed. All right, well then we should go to a movie. No. All movies tomorrow have been canceled. Well, then what are we supposed to do? I don't know. You want to go shoot some hoops? How about we put some air in my old football and go to the park and play catch? We can invite the neighbors and maybe get a game of two-hand touch going. They won't be at work because work will be closed. I think the first item on the agenda for tomorrow is getting every single person out of Washington, D.C. Take them somewhere else and tell them that they don't have to worry about anything except having fun for the day. In fact, we should call them now and tell them to dress casual tomorrow. But don't tell them why. It's a surprise. You may find yourself concerned as to our safety with no one in Washington, but I assure you there will never be a safer day in our history than tomorrow, because the rest of the world will be closed too. Leave the car in the garage. The TV will have nothing on every channel. The stations will all be closed. I just heard that PBS is going to have a bingo tournament in the parking lot, and everyone's invited. There will be no newspapers or magazines open tomorrow. I think the news agency will benefit